So again, we're in the close guard. We open, finding our bookmark position. Okay, but this time either due to our kind of lack of control of this leg, or maybe we didn't create a strong foundation on the other side, our opponent either kicks the bottom leg or collapses the top, and we end up in the half guard. So immediately from the half guard, I'm gonna hold my underhook, switch sides with my head. Okay, the weight of my body is controlling the bicep and the inner thigh. Killing the leg by keeping the outside of the hip and the outside of the same side knee pinned together on the ground. Okay. Preventing my opponent from moving onto his shoulder with my weight here. We often think of this underhook pass as the underhook is what's important. The underhook is just preventing my opponent's underhook. Okay. The pass theoretically would work just as well here. Right? The underhook is preventing the underhook, shoulder down, head next to my opponent's head, weight over the arm. Okay, we're going to open, knee to the elbow, sole of the foot on the top of the thigh, pressure as our knee frees, our hip comes up, and now our foot works the toes between my opponent's leg to split, pass. So important is that our hip stays over the mat. We're going to see this over and over today. Okay? Our hip does not go over our opponent's hip. So we can imagine just we're skydiving here, controlling his leg and shoulder, but the idea is we're keeping him flat via the arm, and our hip is staying over the mat. Anytime my opponent's knees point up, can you point your knees up, Mike? That's an indicator my hip is coming over his hip, and I can't reach and try to pass anymore. Okay? So hip stays over the floor, shoulder line on our opponent's shoulder line, weight on their bicep and thigh, knee to the elbow, sole of the foot on the floor, push, the knees free, toes split my opponent's calves, push the top leg, and complete the pass. Because this arm is really the key that stops my opponent moving from their side, we have to make sure our control on this arm is sufficient. So not only are we driving our weight with our chest, we have a strong grip, okay, and we're clamping our elbow down. So all three pressures combine to really own this arm. And we don't want to do this when we're actually training or in a match, but it's a good experiment to release the underhook and see if your opponent can go to your back from this position. So try to go to my back. So we want to focus on the control of this arm, keeping our hip over the floor.